Good meaning in the chat.
Well, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are live right here, right now. No backstage, no none of that.
Mm-mm.
Right to the meat and potatoes of this stuff right here. We are talking tonight about UPW. That's United Pro
United
Wrestling,
Pro Wrestling.
and we are talking about their upcoming event this Saturday in Raleigh, North Carolina. Take it away, David Escato.
I am hyped for it. We've been talking about it. Had to be some date changes there at the last second. You know what they say, carb subject to change. But I'm hyped for it. We're gonna have some talent come on. Hopefully, we send out invite to Jay. He'll be able to come on. He did reach out to me earlier today that he wasn't feeling too good, but he was gonna try to make it. So here's hoping he still comes on. I did send him the invite. And I'll be sending the invite to the other talent who wants to come in. But we'll be going down the card here, talking about the show. A little surprise here. If you haven't heard already, uh, some of the great stuff coming on for this weekend. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be an awesome show. I'm hyped for it. I'm happy to be a part of it. And I'm sad you're not be able to be there. I know you had prior other obligations to go to.
Well, so and this is no BS, and this isn't me trying to show off or anything like that. Quite frankly, Kid Rock said it the best back in the mid to early 2000s. He said that
Mm,
ain't bragging, motherfucker, if you back it up. So with that in
hey,
mind, I was booked a year in advance for this show this weekend. So ah, you know, I can't do it. It's unfortunate. I was booked a year in advance for this show. This weekend I'm working a charity event. You
hmm
know, I do a I try to do a couple of those a year. This is a charity event. We got another one later on in the month, which we'll cover as well. Um, but yeah, man, I wish I could be there. You guys have got some serious talent on that show, and I
it's a
also
stat card. It's a stat card, man.
I wanted to bring up something else that I found really interesting. I looked at the November poster for UPW,
Ooh,
and
it looks good, right?
UPW and PWU, there's a little magic happening right there as Drew
Hmm.
Hood potentially. Now, you got to remember, Drew Hood is going to be defending that title in other places, including this very weekend, where I'm going
Yeah,
to be at that charity show. So, what I'm saying is that Drew Hood has the potential of defending the United heavyweight title,
at the
but not
show.
the
Yeah.
United Pro Wrestling title.
No.
You see what I'm saying? There's
So
a
we'll see. We'll see what's
very
up with that.
interesting.
Hopefully, we'll get to talk to Jay a little bit about that. But yeah, I saw the poster for it, and I'm hyped for it, man. Looks like it's gonna be a great show. Like you said, it's gonna be a stat card.
Oh, it is.
We can go down the card. You know
Sure.
what? Let's see if we can get some talent here. I did send out the invites here.
Yeah, you
So we can get anybody.
you sent the invite individually to the talent that is,
Yeah.
is on there.
hmm we got our two favorites, at least my two favorites. Probably one of my favorite tag teams so far, especially here at UPW. Brutality Inc. making their names known. Oh, wait,
1 minute.
what? 1 minute? What'd you do? All right, so I'm gonna let him handle that real quick. So I was saying Brutality making their names known here, really putting on a hell of a matchup, and they're gonna go one on one with the Divine Dynasty. I'm excited for it. Hopefully, you know what? We'll have them come on uh real quick. See if we can get them on here. All right, sending the invite. Well, Ron the Saint here takes care of business. Always busy, this guy. All right, sent that out to him. You back? Well, had some business jump in.
Yeah, I had a very important phone call I had to take. You gotta know how to navigate issues and things. So,
Here, here,
when
yeah.
issues arise, I tend to be the guy who gets the phone call. Whatever the case may be, whether it's a production thing, a talent thing, a thing, even a personal thing. You got to do what you got to do. So,
Cody, actually, one of the guys was actually going to reach out and send an invite to actually here, Mr. Shore himself. All right, I sent you one, Mr. Johnny Shore,
oh
and
yeah, Cody
just brought up
Purge.
the first matchup here. Let's see if I can get that here going because that's not the only tag matchup, but the one I'm excited for. Let's see. Boom, just mentioned it.
Hey, look at that.
Boom. Ooh, get
That's the
fancy.
Divine Dynasty versus Brutality Inc.
We had Brutality Inc. on the show before, and would fun be a good word to use for?
I'm gonna put it to you like this, because you and me, we tend to have some thoughts when it comes to matchups. Um, uh, the only thing that's going to be divine about this matchup is the ass whipping that Brutality Inc. going to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
I've said my piece. Brutality Inc. is going to wax that ass, dog. That's it. There is nothing. There is no other statements I can use than that. Brutality Inc. is going to work that ass. That's it. There's. That's it. I like the Divines. Talented young men. They
But
get
but
ready to
good.
get
But
thumped.
it just was one thing that, and again, I like the word variables here. That that Mr. Divine might be in the house. He's
You
gonna be
said
on the side.
variable and might. So that's like a double negative. It's to the point where I don't even count that no more. It's a variable. He may be. I don't do maybes. Eh, That's like buying clothes and stuff for a maybe baby. If it ain't yours, it ain't yours. No. No.
Well, knowing the Divine Dynasty, they're gonna be under the tutelage of Mr. Divine, regardless. So there's been a lot of tension between these guys, these two teams, especially behind the scenes. It's been awkward. It's just the tension has been building, and you can feel it in their promos. It's been electrifying. You could feel the tension between them, and the match hasn't even started yet. We're not even there at the show yet, and things have already blown up already between these two guys. I think it's going to be an explosive matchup, guaranteed. And you already said your prediction because I was like, "We're going to what's your prediction?" You started off with your prediction. You think the Brutality Inc. is going to walk away with the gold, go with the gold here.
Oh, I will put it to you like this. As much as I have seen the Divine Dynasty overcome,
Hmm.
you're not gonna beat the veteran that is Mark James. And I have seen Alex all over the East Coast now. Not just local, not just in a little. I've seen that popping up everywhere, whooping somebody's ass. No, I'm sorry. I can't bet against them. I can't bet against Brutality Inc.
That's probably a good bet because speaking of Mark James and speaking of Brutality Inc., we have him in the green room, ladies and gentlemen. One half of Brutality Inc., the one and only Mr. Mark James.
No, Ron, that's probably the smartest thing I've ever heard you say.
Well,
Uh,
I appreciate that, and it was sponsored by Crown Royal.
yeah, man, it's an easy observation, and with our history with the Divines, it's man, we just beat those kids up at every opportunity. and it's so much fun to do. You know, I said it. We caught him slipping last weekend, and it's just so much fun, man. We just beat up those kids everywhere we could find them, and I've been doing it for years. That's the best part. I beat
Mhm.
up Mike Divine. I beat up AC Divine. It's not very often you get to beat up an entire generational of like people in a family. So like all three of them, the dad, the son, the cousin, or nephew, whatever the hell he is to these idiots, beat them all up, man. How often do you get to do that? Like legitimately, guys.
Yeah, you've been on a streak here lately going up against Divine Dynasty. You make it look like easy. But I
Oh
did mention to Ron here, there is a variable, Michael Divine, being, here on the sidelines here. Uh, you think he's going to be a factor in your matchup at all? You think he's going to get involved, or is he going to let the kids learn the hard way as they
yeah,
have before?
Can I answer
uh,
that? Can I answer that for you? I
yeah.
really
Go
think
ahead.
I have the answer.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
David, read his shirt. Because if that old man does it, he gonna find out. That's
The
it.
the last two times that Mike Divine has messed around with me, he's ended up in the hospital. So the first time he tried to wrestle me at DCW in Selma, and I
Mhm.
beat the holy hell out of him, put him in the hospital there. Time after that, I caught him slipping at DCW again and beat his ass in the back. Like again, it's just been it's a history. You know how people are like habitual line steppers. I'm that guy, and especially with the divines, I'm gonna step over that line every single time until one of them
Yeah.
punches me in the mouth, and that's just how it goes. Alex is the same way. Any opportunity we have, Alex did. He showed up at DCW, and see, and the reason why I keep bringing up DCW, like I understand we're doing this at UPW, but our history goes back in multiple places. You know, Mike
Yep.
Devine and
Yep.
I have a history from Power Pro Wrestling. You know, uh, so AC Divine and I have a history from DCW. Dynamite and I have a history from DCW and from ICE. So I beat him up over ICE. I'm telling you guys, all over North Carolina, I've been whooping the Divine's ass, and I don't see anything different happening this Saturday.
Nice. There you go. You took it because you took the words right out of my mouth. There was so much I could say on that note because I was going to bring it up. Like behind the scenes, you guys have been going at it. It's been tension. There's been assaults, even people would call that. Just you guys really showing
How,
these gentlemen how what they're dealing with.
how do you get
It's
stuck
not
up on when y'all are trying not to get stuck up on? Do y'all see that? Did y'all see that? I was standing right behind him the whole time. How do you not realize I'm right behind him? Dynamite is right next to him, and they're both talking about you ain't gonna sneak up behind us this time. Oh, you thought? You thought? Look, I might be old, and a lot of these young kids may out quick me sometimes. They may be able to out wrestle me in some technical ability or something like that. You're not gonna outthink me. You're not gonna outthink Alex. We've both been around for a really long time. So our moves are calculated. They come they're aggressive, they're violent. And we do what we have to do to keep retaining titles, gaining titles. And again, I said this last night. I was on Corner to Corner Radio, the Corner to Corner C2C radio show, and I was talking about the EPW show coming up. And here's the thing that nobody realizes yet, and I talk about this a lot within friends. Alex and I have only wrestled together 5 times, guys. 5 times. That's it. 5 matches. We're already the Firestar Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And this Saturday, we're going to get our second Tag Team Championship and our sixth tag match. Like, that's just unbelievable.
I was just gonna say, it just kind of shows your playbook here that you guys work so well together. Like you have your veteran status, you have your experience, and then you kind of passing that on to Alex and Alex ferociousness. You guys just mesh so well. It's hard to get the one up on you guys. And you just said it yourself. Your playbook has been straightforward. Go in, kick ass, and leave. Like it is what it is. It's simple yet effective, and it works.
Ron, what do you got over there? What do you think about the? I know you don't give the Divines much of a chance. I don't know. I don't want to say that these kids don't have a shot. I think head up, they're tough guys. Like I've wrestled them before. Like I said, I've wrestled them as a team, and it's a whole different monster as a team.
I watched them. I watched them as a team win that tournament at ICE. I was there. You know, I've been around them. I've seen them. Seeing them, whether it's been in person or on film, look, I know it doesn't appear that way. I'm a little bit older. Okay, I'm not a spring chicken as the young. Well, I don't know who the hell says that anyway. But listen, I go watch footage. I study tape like the old heads would, right? So when I look at their tape versus when I look at yours, the variable at which you guys have fought talent, you know, not just in quality, but also in size, right? It varies in theirs. Okay. You're the more experienced team, you're the more dominant team. Everybody has a chance. There's always that 1, 2, 3 that happens. There's always a dipshit referee out there. There's blown calls. There's missed. It happens. That's a sport. It happens in every sport. I guarantee you. You watch what's the crap that comes on Sunday where they throw the ball, but it's called foot, right? How many refs mess up weekly there all day long, right? It's bound to happen in our sport as well. So with that being said, everybody's got a shot. I just think that theirs is way worse against you two.
It's gonna be an uphill battle. And I got to give it to them. They are a well-oiled tag team, but they still, and I think that's the big difference is they're still kind of growing. You know, they're still learning. They're learning the hard way, and they still have that. How can I say this? They're still under the wing of somebody. Unlike you guys have been in the game, but even you said it. There's talent, and then there's experience, and then there's just the raw. You guys have it within just short matches, and able to get the prestige and the opportunities that you have now to get a second title under your belt. That says a lot for a newly formed tag team. But if I was a betting man, my money would go as Brutality Inc. being your new first UPW champion.
And you are, that would be a smart bet. And
Right.
and I'm not saying that there's not a chance that Divines won't beat us, because again, anything can happen. I think the fun thing about wrestling guys like the Divines, and I just want to call them Dynasty, and I agree with you in the fact that they're still under somebody's wing. I think that eventually when they break out and get free from being under that wing, then they're really going to blossom as a great tag team. But until then, they make mistakes, and they make a lot of mistakes, and that's fine because they're still young. They're going to make mistakes, but they can assume that I'm going to capitalize on all of those. I've been a tag team wrestler for most of my career. This isn't my first rodeo. I've been NWA Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champion with my old partner, Jay Partin. We've had countless titles all up and down the East Coast. I was Power Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion back in the day. I've held probably 15, 20 different tag titles throughout my career. Okay. On top of that, now I've got 2 heavyweight championships, the Firestar Tag Championship, and soon to be the UPW Tag Championship. We're racking up, guys. You want a title somewhere? You need a tag team for it? Come find us. We'll go beat your champions. What's theirs too?
So, and this may be a question that you don't want to answer. There is a tag team that I've mentioned to them. I was like, I'd love to see you guys go up against Brutality Inc. And that tag team was Whiskey Business. Have you gone up against Whiskey Business? Braden Marshall, Johnny Ryder?
What are they out? They're ring wars guys, right?
No, down Charlotte
XWW guys, Charlotte.
area.
No, I don't know.
ACCW. I think I could have swore that they rode up the road and were going up against. They were going up against some tag team I wanted to see them go up against. Oh, never mind. I think I remember who that was. Whiskey Business would be a fun fight for you two.
Yeah, I mean that sounds good, dude. I'm down to fight anybody. It doesn't really matter.
Hey.
Whiskey Business would be a good fight for you. You know what else would be a fun fight for them? Promo wise, would be them and the White Claw Outlaws. That would be a blast just on promo alone. Trust me when I tell you, promo alone. I look. Here's something I never do. Here's my ticket
even
money.
Better. All-Star Special. All-Star Special.
Oh man.
But Mark,
yeah, we could do that. That'd be fun.
I do have another guest coming on. If you'd like to stay on, please. We'd like to go rest of the car with you. If you'd like to stay on, please just stick in the green room with me. Or better yet, you know what? I'll just bring him on. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I did have one of the women's competitors here earlier, just a little bit. Unfortunately, she only had a limited amount of time. But the man, I don't know what he was thinking trying to put this together. I guess he was trying to get some revenge here. But ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Shore is joining us this evening. Let's see.
You got to adjust the layout there, Big Cheese. There we go.
Here I am. What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up, Mark?
How's it going, Johnny? You doing all right?
Doing great. I'll be better come this Saturday when that joke of a champion, Jada Stone, loses that UPW Women's Championship. And that's a short thing.
I just had her. I was trying to get her on, but she's training. She told me she was ready to go to the gym.
You cannot bother that woman. She was eating at the time. So I would have not disturbed her while indulging in God's chicken on by bringing her on air. I wouldn't bother.
You need your protein before your workout.
Yes.
I gotta hand it to her.
She
Still getting
needs all
training.
the protein she can get because she's got her work cut out for her on Saturday night. That's a short thing as well.
Who's she going against?
My girl Amira Rose, who's making her return to United Pro Wrestling. Because as we all know, Amira should have been the UPW Women's Champion at the last show from the get-go.
I was shocked, frankly.
They went at it. It was a fight. It wasn't even a wrestling match. At the end of it, it was nuts. It almost turned into a hardcore match.
That was an all-out brawl, I will say it. But speaking of hardcore matches, Jada hit me out of all people with a weapon. I'm not even a wrestler. Mark can tell you that. I was in the Battle Royal, though. I must say I did pretty well in there. But Jada wants to hit people with weapons. She's got two weapons of mine that are coming to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to take that UPW Women's Championship away from her.
Yes, because I don't know how you did it, but the wild card in this one is going to be, it's not just her versus Amira Rose. There's a third wild card in it, and that is
my girl,
Audrey Allen.
My newest asset. I made some phone calls, and just like Amira, Audrey wants to take that women's title from her too. Because, as I said in the promo, Jada done messed up. And those two girls, they're two forces to be reckoned with. And there will be a new UPW Women's Champion come this Saturday in Raleigh, if you ask me.
I think the cards are stacked against Miss Jada.
For sure.
Two fierce competitors. Watching Audrey kind of come into her own and just kind of be the powerhouse that she is. And then Amira Rose, seeing her evolve into the vicious competitor that she is now has been amazing. And
wait,
that match,
correct me if I'm wrong. It's Menace Mira is what she's saying now?
Yes. She's a menace. Let me tell you. So I was hoping we can get Miss Jada on to kind of see what her thoughts about it. But yeah, that's what happens. But still, I think it's gonna be a great matchup. Miss Jada has a big fight here, and the funny thing is, like, she's kind of an disadvantage here, obviously. But I mean, if anybody pins anyone else, they walk away new women's champion. Like, so she
She
has a
doesn't
fight
even
for her.
have to be in the decision for the title to change hands. So
Exactly.
True.
so Johnny over here saying it's a sure thing that she's going to lose. That's not the worst bet because the deck's already stacked against her. So I'm inclined to agree. I'm going to offer an objective opinion tonight. I'm allowing David to drive tonight, so I'm going to be the one who just gets to like throw out thoughts randomly, like he normally does when we do this show. So I see where you're going with this.
Hmm.
I went through and checked. I looked. Amira Rose, that name was ringing a bell, so I had to go find her, and
It
I had to
should. I
make sure.
mean, it's my client.
Well, no, it not just you, Johnny, but in general, like I know her name beyond the shore. So I went and looked up and figured out who I was looking for. Now I'm like, okay, her versus Jada number one would be a fantastic matchup on its own. Now add in there Allen, Miss Allen, who is under the tutelage and catching serious training from the NWA. Whether anybody wants to own that or not, that's what's happening.
Mhm.
Sorry to burst your bubble if you didn't know that.
I've done my research. She wouldn't be
You
managed by me if she wasn't worth it.
that woman right there is fantastic. A hell of a hand, got a hell of a look. Saw her at a training seminar. As young in the game as she is, already mastering that craft. Dr. Tom was impressed by her.
Mhm.
So, if you look at the history for Dr. Tom and say, man, look at the guys he was impressed by, and he was impressed by her, I don't know, man. I kind of like Miss Allen for this one.
Mark, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
I can say from previous experience in working with the gentleman named Johnny Shore in other organizations that when he puts his mind to something, he makes it happen. Doesn't matter how he has to make it happen, he makes it happen. And in this situation, he put two, not one, two almost impassable people against Jada Stone for this UPW title. It's almost impossible for me to think any other way that this championship's going to leave Jada unless, Johnny, your two girls don't let it happen because they fight each other for it. So you make sure that you got your girls together so they're on the same page so you attain your goal.
For sure, Mark. Because
So
as far as I'm concerned, the last show I was cheated out of a victory. Amira probably would have won the UPW Women's Championship if Jada didn't resort to cracking me in the back with that kendo stick at the beginning of the match. That single-handedly distracted Amira from winning the title. That's just my thoughts.
So one thing I wanted to bring up, and remember, I'm just a business guy more than I am anything. The business of the business, if you will. That winner's purse is one thing, but that title rate is another. When you're the champion, there's more money involved every appearance you make. So, with that being said, Mr. Shore, looking at your two clients,
Mhm.
if you had to say that one would have a longer tenure with that title, you and them could both make more money. And that's a sure thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's one of the things I do best is make money.
So, with that being said, you've already made up your mind as to which lady you want walking out with that title out of your two clients, haven't you?
That is a really hard question to answer, but
Yeah, let me just you know what? We'll just go straight to it.
I don't come
Mr.
easy.
Shaw, you have two different clients. Which one of those clients do you see or want to see walk away with the women's title? No, we're not going to
well,
be no straight
you
into the
see,
point.
David, usually I don't give all my secrets away. Mark could tell you that. Um, but coming from past experiences and seeing where she's gone in professional wrestling, and not to mention she is the current reigning and defending Firestar Pro Wrestling Women's Champion, I'd have to say my girl Amira Rose, honestly. And nothing to knock Audrey, but Jay, Amira's gone places and held gold in different promotions, and she is a reigning champion right now. So I think my money will be on her if I had to pick one.
All right.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go and go the complete opposite direction because I love both of those talents. I've
You're
seen them
picking
grow.
you're
I've
picking
watched
Jada
them.
to retain?
Yes, yes, I am. I'm picking Jada to retain.
Yeah, if she doesn't cheat to win like she did last time.
Something. I saw something that matchup that just she snapped. She's tired, she's hungry, and she came with a ferocity, a tenacity that I haven't seen in a while. To go one on one with Amira Rose like that, it's going to be a fight.
Oh,
For
she's
me,
scrappy.
Jada Stone's going to retain.
She's scrappy as hell. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
And with this being a triple threat, I wonder. I don't know because I'm not there with UPW. I won't, but I won't be there. But I wonder whether or not it's going to be a traditional triple threat match or is the no rules, no DQ triple threat what we're dealing with here. I kind of wonder which direction this is because it's not being
All
clarified
triple
yet.
threats are no rules, dude.
So,
There's no
Anything can
DQ.
hey,
happen.
look,
Yeah.
that's what I've always said. However, there have been people who have said different. So
I mean, each organization has their own specific rules for
True.
whatever
True.
matches they want
True.
to do. But in traditional sense, triple threat matches are usually no disqualification.
I'm aware. I even go the extra mile and announce that to the crowd to let them know. As per
True.
triple threat
True.
rules, no DQ.
So,
But-
so being that that's the case though, and it is a triple threat, and there are no rules in this, I'm almost assured that Johnny probably has something else up his sleeve than just
She's gonna-
Amira and just Audrey, just in case things go wrong.
Oh,
So,
Mark,
and Johnny,
Mark.
don't feel like you got to say everything. I already know. We talk outside of this. I understand.
Mark,
he's
we'll
gonna
talk
throw
about
some
this later.
sand in
Definitely.
somebody's eyes. He's gonna hit somebody with an umbrella. He
Um,
might carry a surfboard to smack somebody with. I'm thinking of
Yeah,
anything I
he
can
might-
that we would find on a shore. But if
I
we talk
see
about the
what you- I
Jersey
see what you
Shore,
did there. I see
dead
what you did
bodies
there.
or some drugs, maybe. But anyway,
you guys are hilarious. If you
Thanks.
know what I'm capable of, you'll know exactly what me and Mark are talking about. But I'm not going to give all my secrets away. October 7th in Raleigh. Be there and find out for yourselves live.
He's right. That's the only way to find out. Is to be there live.
And while we're on the topic of short things, another short thing is that Mark and Alex are going to win the UPW Tag Team Championships for sure.
Oh, that's money. That's easy
It's-
money.
That's easy money.
That's just a unanimous decision. I think across the entire, other than like the Divines family, because they got to cheer for them. I'm pretty sure everybody expects us to win this match, and that's great. I don't want to like put the Divines as such an underdog. I just know that in the grand scheme of life, it's not the violence that makes the person. It's the how far they're really willing to go. And I'm willing to go very, very far to accomplish all of my goals.
I also see you because you've been such a veteran of the ring. You also seem to be a very giving competitor. I figured you would give them the opportunity to just forego the ass whipping and walk away. And
Man, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm embarrassed these kids. You know what I mean? Like we've embarrassed them. Johnny and I, the stuff we've done with them in DCW, the stuff we've done with Mike Devine over there, we've embarrassed these kids. I don't think they're gonna
Hey,
walk away.
who can't forget, Mark, when you put Mike in the hospital back in May at DCW Fight for Glory, when I made the best money-making decision ever when I turned on that old gray has-been Michael Devine and aligned myself with the Brute himself.
And the big thing is like UPW is really jumping onto a great opportunity here because this is already a rivalry. It's got heat other places. So the Divines is one thing to get a hold of the Brutality Inc. inside the ring for a while now, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope these kids come to us with everything they got, and I really want it to be a knockdown, drag out, beat the hell out of each other kind of match. I really hope they have that in them. I'm gonna find out. I'm definitely gonna find out. Because the only way there is to be in the ring with me is 100%. If you're not coming at me with 100%, I'm beating your ass. Plain and simple.
Right.
Sure
Plenty
thing,
of people around
Speaking
here
of
like
a sore thing,
found
Miss
out.
Jada Stone just joined us here. Let's hear her words here. Her thoughts here, what we just discussed here. I'm going to bring her on.
It's getting crowded, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. What's up, Jada?
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna
Mark.
leave. Let you talk, girl.
Oh my goodness. Hello. I'm so happy freaking Johnny Shore's on here because we have some things to talk about. Okay,
girl.
so
Come on.
come on. Okay.
The
So
floor is yours.
last UPW show, I beat Amir to win the women's title for UPW. Right or wrong?
After hitting me with the kendo stick, girl, bye.
After you tried to distract me so she could hit me, which she did multiple times behind the ref's back.
And it was
You were in
beautiful.
the way. You were in the way, and you needed to get out the way. So I had to hit you and then hit her.
Hmm.
Sorry, but I won
Not
fair
going to
and
be the same
square.
Saturday, sweetheart.
I won fair and square, but it's funny. So not okay. So you had one client, which was Amira. I beat
Hmm.
her. So now you're doing another one. Like, what's your issue with me? Because now it's technically 3 against 1, and I don't think that's fair. But they don't call me the Spark for nothing, and I'm about to show y'all that I can beat all of y'all with or without a little client or manager.
Please, girl, come Saturday in Raleigh, that spark is going to be extinguished, and you're going to be stripped of that UPW women's title, which Amira should have won, by the way, back in
But
June.
she lost fair and square.
She
did,
wouldn't
though.
have
Just a minute. Just a
lost.
minute.
She wouldn't have lost if she hadn't hit me instead of hitting you like she should have.
But she hit you, so shouldn't y'all low-key have beef now? Like, she hit you with the kendo stick, and isn't she your client? So, like, how is that working? Is
She
that
didn't
why
hit
you
me
have
with the
another
kendo
client?
stick. She hit me with the forearm. So get your facts straight, sweet pea.
Okay, kendo stick form, she still hit you.
I'll give you that, but
Exactly, that's pretty messed up if you ask me, Johnny Shore. That's not a sure thing. That's
well, as Amira said in her promo for the show, the Jada Stone and Amira Rose tour, I guess it's going to continue in Raleigh.
and it's
Once
funny.
again, we have to
It's
waste our time coming to Raleigh to deal with you.
and
So, but wait, let's not just talk about Amira. What about Audrey? What do you think of her?
Hey,
Audrey Allen.
I'm the one who asked the questions here, Johnny. All right,
Mm,
chill.
You know, you shouldn't have interrupted him. You should let him ask the question to her, and then she could have answered him. We just sit back and collect the money.
I mean, collecting money is always a great thing, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been
Exactly.
trying to teach him to let other people do the dirty work, and you just sit back and look pretty and get paid. He doesn't understand any of it. Johnny, I need you to teach him.
Somebody's got to teach him, obviously.
Jesus.
But anywho, like I was saying, Jada, I'm not just bringing Amira. Audrey Allen's making her UPW debut. So there's a second client for you to go against.
How do I feel about Audrey Allen? See, okay, so honestly, me and her have never met like inside the ring. Never. Um, but I do know if she's sorry, my puppies. I do know if she's your partner, that means she's a cheater. Just like Amira. So thankfully, I've dealt with you and your cheating behind client. I can deal with another one. She's just gonna be the same way. I just have to think smarter, but that's what Sparks do best. I don't need nobody on my side, really. Me, myself.
Ooh,
Say she's a
ooh.
cheater. I mean, she is way bigger than you, just saying. So she can
Oh,
do anything she damn well pleases as far as I'm concerned.
all I have to do is be quicker, baby. That's what I do. And I think you know that because I beat your client for the title. And actually, I think let's show my title. It's looking really cute. It's sitting up right near in my room, right there. And I'm telling you,
Okay, it won't be.
Johnny, Amira, and Audrey, love your work. Love what y'all do. You're all some cheaters, but at the end of the day, cheaters never win. And this title is
You
staying with
wish you could have a
the
manager like
Spark
me,
and
sweetheart.
the.
You'd go a lot further in this business if you did.
Oh my gosh. But I'm excited. I just can't wait till Saturday. And this baby's staying with me. I've been keeping it clean. If it goes with any of your cheating behind clients, my title's going to get dirty.
Keep it
And
clean and shiny for us, sweetheart. That's what we like to do. Collect the hardware and make money.
I just want to know what your beef is with me, Johnny, because
Yeah, I was gonna say this sounds a little personal to the point like you got another client here, Johnny.
another client,
Just,
too, is
just
crazy.
that just to take it out on Jada, just two. It. Well, I get it. Well, hold on, let me phrase it. I actually get it. You want to put the odds better in your favor, and you did a great job.
3-on-1. Three.
So,
Not 2, but 3.
well, if he
Because
gets
this guy's outside.
yeah, good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll give you that.
I,
I'll give you that.
I
But yeah.
wish you would give me credit for all the points. But okay, carry on.
But you know what? I'm going to have fun. I can't wait to win and still be your UPW Women's Champion because I am proud to be the women's champion of that promotion. And I can't wait to beat two of your clients and you because now I feel like I have a chip on my shoulder for you too, Johnny Shore. So thank you. Not only am I going to be Amira, the debuting Audrey Allen, and Johnny Shore, I'm throwing you in there too. Because
Go right ahead. Try
I
your
already
best. See
know
what
you're going to try to
happens.
cheat. But I'm going to do what I do best, and that's win and keep this baby with me because it's meant for the Spark and the Spark only. So nobody's gonna be able to stop me. That's just that.
Well, that's it. The
But
spark has spoken, Johnny Shore.
The spark is going to be extinguished come Saturday in Raleigh. So get your tickets because it's going to be an all-out fight between those three girls.
And
okay.
just Jada, my money's on you to retain.
Thank
So,
Of
you.
course it is, David, because you don't know real talent when you see it.
Real talent is me.
So
she
do you
has raw,
think?
real talent. I'm gonna have to disagree. She does. In order to stand one on one against Amira and walk away with the title last show, you got to give her props. And now
You got to
she's gonna
teach
try
Two
to.
this
out
dude
of
some
three
things,
falls
man.
match. By the way, a 2 out of 3 falls match. I beat her. I beat her not once but twice. Okay.
Yeah, that is technically true.
Girl, bye.
That's what I like. Technicalities, semantics. It works. Well, Miss Jada, I know you're busy. I know you're trying to get to the gym. I just saw you had your pre-workout meal. I
Yeah,
hope you
enjoy
enjoy your
your God's
workout.
chicken.
We got
Uh,
it, man.
so I'm
I'm
assuming you're
getting ready
getting your
for
cardio
Saturday.
ready.
Get ready, honey.
Oh
You're
yeah.
going to need all the luck you can get.
I mean, yes, I'm pushing myself, but your clients don't do that anyway, and that's why I'm gonna slip up from underneath and win. Because
What
unlike
my
your
clients
client,
do in their spare time is none of your business.
but at least you know I'm getting my gains. What are they doing?
None of your business.
Oh,
Amira's prepping to take you out once again on the Jada and Amira tour.
and then what? So guys, can y'all just answer this before I leave? So I beat Amira. Now I have a second client. I beat Audrey Amira for my title again. And then what? Am I gonna have clients? Am I gonna be in a fatal four-way next? What?
That's a good.
I don't
question.
know, Johnny. Are you going to be competing for the women's title?
Right. At this point, let me just get you. I just want to beat you.
I'm just asking the question in a different manner than what she said. That's it.
Johnny Shore has better things to do than step in the ring with a little pipsqueak like Jada Stone.
Uh,
It's crazy.
I mean,
And last time I checked, Johnny Shore doesn't wrestle. I manage clients, make money, and wreak havoc. So why would I resort to myself and lower my standards to step in the ring with somebody like Jada Stone?
like I said, it was a question. It was a question.
I respect you,
Right.
Ron. Remember that.
Well, Miss Stone, thank you so much again for coming on here, and taking your time here. Enjoy your workout. Clearly, you're getting ready. You're taking this matchup seriously. You're gonna go do some cardio. I'm assuming,
Thank
do
you.
some lifting. Good luck, and I'll see you this weekend.
What?
See you Saturday, sweetheart.
Um, well, I already told him. Yeah. But it's okay. But okay, guys. I gotta go get the work ready for Saturday, and I will see y'all Saturday. Bye, Johnny Shore.
Bye, Jada Stone. Kiss that title goodbye.
I'm gonna sleep with that. I sleep next to it every night. But
Ugh,
okay.
makes me want to puke.
Good night.
Wow, that
No
was
blessies off my screen, gents. Because I literally was about to puke right on this live just talking to her.
that was intense. That was intense. But again, like I said, my money's on Jada to retain. I'm calling it right now.
Of course it is, David.
Look, I love Audrey. She's a great competitor. She's a great athlete. But she hasn't gone against Jada Stone. And of course, you're going to be a factor in this.
And Audrey's
Some
going to beat
shenanigans are
Jada.
going to happen.
Oh,
Some
well, that's a
shenanigans are going to happen.
look.
Guaranteed.
That's a definite sure thing right there.
Ron, you good? You alive?
Yeah, hey man, look, constantly working. I'm looking up more information on Johnny Shore, Amira Rose, and Audrey Allen over here. I've
As
known
you
Jada.
should.
I've seen Jada. I've seen Jada work. I've announced for Jada. I've been around Jada. I know what she's bringing to the table.
Mhm.
Audrey, like I say, relative newcomer, but we've seen her breaking bad on folks. I can't remember whether or not I have or haven't been around Amira. Don't quote me because I can't remember. No way. But I'm just over here doing my research. That's all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you for doing it. One of the matchups here that I'm excited for, Johnny. If you like to put your opinion in this, I'd be more than happy to, keep you on here. Let me just post this on here.
Oh boy, this is going to be a good one.
This is going to be an amazing matchup.
Speaking of all-out brawls, this is going to be amazing.
Let's see
This has the sleeper steal the show potential right here.
Main event material, if you ask me.
If you ask me, all the matchups that have been put together are main event material. I spoke with Jay about it. I actually reached out for some consulting services regarding some of these matchups, and I think this is the one that I agree with Ron is going to be the sleeper hit of the night, guaranteed. You have 4 great young, high-flying athletes going for gold, prestige on the line here, crowning your first inaugural champ here. And you have the likes of the young OG, Jay Malachi. You have
Awesome talent.
Jackson Drake. You have Mr. Diego Hill and Mr. SoFly. I mean, wow.
Hmm. 4 great talents, but only one can walk out the light heavyweight champion.
It's going to be a hell of a matchup. I'll just
Yeah.
keep that on there. Any predictions, gentlemen? I mean, any insight on this? What do you? I mean, I've seen all these talents. Like Ron.
All right. I've seen a bunch of them. Here's my issue, and I'm going to call it an issue because to me, it's not that it presents a problem, but it presents a reasonable outcome. Now,
Mhm.
SoFly Manny Lowe and his partner. Give me that. Give me his partner's name again. I know his name, but I want you to say it. Can you not do that?
Oh, we lost Johnny there.
Yeah, I know. I know we lost Johnny. Look,
We'll get him back. But as you were saying,
Jay Malachi, and Diego, right? That's who that is.
yeah,
Going up against SoFly Manny Lowe, and name that other kid again. Name him again.
Diego Hill, Jackson Drake.
There you go. No,
Okay.
Diego Hill's on the other team.
It's not a match.
It's not a
Tag
tag
matchup.
team.
This is
a
not a
fatal-
tag matchup. Yeah,
I thought
no,
it
that's
was a
not
tag.
tornado. It's not. It's a 4-way dance, sir. That just changed everything right there, didn't it?
It did. It did. It did. If I
The
had
poster
to
could be
pick,
deceiving.
no, if I had to pick dollars to donuts before a month ago, I would have gone Jay Malachi.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I have to say Diego Hill. That's all.
And needs to reason as to why behind that reasoning.
I mean, I mean, not that, not that I'm sure wants to be heard on air. No. I mean, I,
I mean, he's a great talent. Nothing against him. I mean, it's just that's a hell of a fight. It's hard to pick any one of these. You're pointing at me. Why are you pointing at me?
Look in the. It's over that way.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
that is true.
So I don't want to say that for the masses. That's not a masses thing. That's a thing. You know, certain people know this. Not everybody. So, that's that thing.
That is true. All right.
So this
Cool,
is
cool.
why I picked Diego Hill. I mean, yeah, dude. My bad. I completely misread that. I've got 7 other things going on. Me doing all this research right now, trying to keep up with, the show. I thought that was a tag match. My bad. But dude,
Freaking goof, this guy.
Diego, I got Diego on that. I'm Jackson Drake's fantastic talent. He's had his hands full with Luke Fury as of late, up and down
Mhm.
this area. It's
Yes.
happened. SoFly Manny Lowe, I've seen him have his hands full too. Diego Hill and Jay Malachi are 2 dudes that you do not see get easily flustered in the ring.
And they give it their all, and they put their bodies on the line
So I go
every single time.
with Diego on that one.
It's gonna be hard. It's hard. Diego, Jay. I mean, none of these kids are strangers to gold or competition or these high stakes here.
Mm-mm.
But at the end of the day, only one person is going to be crowned the UPW Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Right.
And they all deserve it, if you ask me. They all have a shot and they all deserve it.
Yeah, dude. I think that's a solid match. I like that one.
I don't know. My prediction? It's going to come down to Diego and Jackson Drake at the last one.
Really?
Think about it this, yes, because
Is it
you already know
is it elimination?
No, I'm just saying, seeing the matchup, I know that Jackson and Malachi might go one on one. There's some tension there, but at the same time,
There's a lot.
they might team up briefly throughout the
No.
matchup
No.
as they were. There's some respect. There's the prodigies.
No. You can't have animosity and respect at the same time in the same thing.
Yes, you can. You can. Yeah, you can.
You can, but these guys are young. That won't happen. Here's
feel like
you want me to
something's gonna
go ahead.
happen.
You want me to go ahead and spoiler alert for you. Here's how it goes. If that's the case, Jay Malachi and Jackson Drake are outside, take each other out, whip each other's ass, whatever. They're both rendered just no longer a viable threat to the match, and Diego gets the dub over SoFly Manny Lowe. Manny Lowe goes for something spectacular, misses 1, 2, 3 after a big move from Diego Hill. I just called what I think will happen in the end of that match.
Mine was kind of the same way. So I think for me, it's up in the air. Who's going to be Diego Hill or Manny Lowe walking away with the W here? I'm
Right.
gonna have to flip a coin on that one because that's the outcome. Something's gonna happen, and we already have some of the comments already. Let's go to that.
Huh.
Pull that up. Jackson Drake for the win. I could see that too. I
I don't see Jackson Drake winning that. I don't see it. Not against the competitors that are in there. Like Jackson Drake, more than capable. No doubt about it.
He's a tough kid.
You can be a tough kid. That's great. I don't see it. I do not see him overcoming the odds on the other competitors, especially Diego. Especially on Diego. I don't see it. I see it on a lot of things. Not that. Sorry.
All right. So maybe we agree. I'm gonna have to agree. It's gonna either be Diego Hill or Jackson Drake coming down. I don't know. I keep changing my mind because it could go either way with these guys. But who eventually gonna walk away? I don't know. This is a hard one. All right, let's go to the next matchup that they have here posted. Boom. I'm excited for this one. This is the tag match. I think this is where you may have gotten confused here, Ron.
Yeah.
This is the tag match.
I don't know how I would have got confused. Look, is that Gemstone and
No, that is not Gemstone.
who the hell is that?
That is Codename Flex.
Well, I know Flex.
That is let's see, I just had the info up here. Yeah. It's Love and War clashes with Codename Flex and Trey Darula. So now haven't seen Codename Flex and Trey Darula in action as of yet, but knowing that Codename Flex comes from working with Gemstone and how easily he meshes well with his partner, I think he has a chance here to make some magic here with Trey. Love and War, we saw them at the first show. There was a little tension there between them after their matchup, but I think they may have a chance here to pull something after their last show. These guys prove that they can go. And put up a great fight and make a cohesive team. Let's see if they can work out the kinks from the last show and go one-on-one against Codename Flex and Trey.
All right. Flex is an accomplished tag team wrestler. The other guy, I don't know him from a hole in the ground. I was trying to do some research on him, but he's kind of hard to find. And then you've got, Meeks and Love and War. Look. The tag team of Meeks and Love and War, rather, may have had their issues at the end of their last match. However, and this is the important part, they've been a tag team. Flex has been a tag team wrestler, but not with this guy, I don't believe. So I just don't see it. I can't see Flex and Trader a hodgepodge tag team going up against an established tag team. Does that make sense?
It does.
So I'm going with Love and War on this. I can't even play. It's Love and War for me.
So when I say I've seen this kid from Firestar, he's one of those talents that is there's something special. You know what I mean? He has the charisma, he has the speed, the high flying. The kid is quick and technical. Knowing that he's gonna link up and be a tag team with Codename Flex, I think that's a dangerous combination. That's putting him together with Codename Flex, with Flex already having that background in tag team with Gemstone, and having that veteran mindset and working with Trey. I think they can be a phenomenal force as a tag team with Trey. Seeing what I've seen from him from Firestar, I think it's a good tag team. It's a scary combination.
I'm just saying, dude, when it comes to I've seen Gemstone as a singles wrestler and as a tag team wrestler. You said you hadn't seen him, right?
No, I've seen Codename Flex. I've seen Gemstone. I've seen Trey from Firestar, from Bits from Firestar.
Okay, I could have swore you said you had never seen him wrestle. Anyway, listen.
No, I misspoke. My apologies.
Yeah,
And we just briefly had Jay for a second. I was actually going to.
well,
Was in the green room briefly.
Look, there are a lot of wrestlers in this region, right? This is a big ass hotbed of wrestling here. And we pull work in 4, 5, 6, 7 states, right?
Mhm.
I'm not going to know everybody. It's unfortunate that I don't know everybody. I've heard of Trey, right?
Mhm.
Doesn't mean I know him. What I said was that even though I know Gemstone, I've known Gemstone, worked with Gemstone, worked around Gemstone, watched Gemstone work in tags and singles. I do not see him teaming up with this guy working right off Jump Street.
Oh, so you mean they're going to be working out some kinks? It's not going to be as cohesive, as fluid as he is with Gemstone. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying because of that, they're going to lose to Love and War because Love and War doesn't matter about they've got a point to prove, and they've been a team, and they've been on the roads together, and all this other shit. You got to look at those things as opposed to this thing. You see what I'm saying?
They also have their dynamic too. One's hot, one's cold. Steve's all about the love. Mr. Meeks is all about the love.
Well, either way.
His partner, not so much about the love.
No, he's not. But that's my point. I don't. When it comes to a team, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing of a competitor and knowing that he's a competitor, knowing where he comes from, where he was trained at, whatever. Mm-hmm. When I say, because you and I have had this discussion before, and I want the rest of the world to understand this as well, because not everybody understands me when I speak. I'm from a little bit north of here, so occasionally I talk above you. But I'll elaborate.
Okay.
When I say I don't know somebody from Adam or whatever, it means I don't know them personally. I haven't worked personally with them. I haven't been on the same show with them. Doesn't mean I don't know of them. I figured I needed to explain that. That sound better to you?
That sounds a lot better. See,
Okay, so look, knowing of somebody and knowing somebody aren't the same things. You knew 1,000. There was freaking 1,000 people graduated my high school. I don't know how many it was my year. I don't care. I don't keep up with it. Shit was 20 years ago. Did I know of them all? I knew of most of them. Did I know them? Hell to the no. I don't want to know them then. Didn't want to know them then. Don't want to know them now. At 20, guess what? That 20-year reunion is coming up this Saturday on the 7th. Guess where I'm going to be? Working a wrestling show. Guess what's more important? Wrestling show. Damn sure ain't no reunion. Who gives a shit about that?
True. Mr. Jackson says that's a very fair to say. I get what you're trying to say, but don't be surprised if they find a way to pull it off.
Very cool, man. Very cool.
This is true. Hopefully we get Jay back in. I think he's still trying. He might be having some technical difficulties.
So, all right. Hey, look. Past Jay. He's on the course to be the next superstar. He will win. Book it. All right, listen. My friend, if you understood what I said to David, you would know why I said I don't think Jay Malachi was going to win that match. That's just me. There's a reason I say what I say. And sometimes it's for public consumption, and other times it's not for public consumption. That's just how it goes, baby. That's just how it goes. Does anybody know what the hell Tiger Smith posted in here? Is it a video? It's a YouTube link. If this genius came in and dropped a link to a show.
Something. I think so, yeah. Just randomly.
Okay, so that comment needs to be deleted and potentially Homeboy's getting blocked. Like, you want me to promote your shit? Don't be a douche canoe and drop it in here.
Tiger, we'll talk. I know you want to be on the show. We could promote stuff. We'll talk about it. But tonight, the Indie Spotlight's on UPW because the show is going to be big. The show is this weekend. It's this Saturday. We've had some of the talent on here going down the card. I'm still excited. Giving our predictions here. Thank you for the fan interaction here to all you guys watching. Leave a comment here. What are your predictions? Who do you think is going to be take away some of these matches here? Is it going to be the team of Love and War, or is it going to be Codename Flex and Trey? Who do you think is going to win the women's championship? Put in the comments. Let's see. And I think we have. This is another one I'm excited for. You know, I say that for every matchup because I just love watching. Like every single one of these is main event material. If you ask me, the Infinite Man versus the Suplex Assassin. Bruh. What say you, sir?
I mean, if you want me to just throw out a prediction, the fans win this one. No,
that's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Look, I would hate to pick one because either one can win. There isn't a wrong answer here. It's a big toss-up. Alex Kane is as brutal as they come. He is the MLW World's Heavyweight Champion. And I don't have to be the biggest fan of Court Bauer to know that man is talented. And for those of you who don't know what I just said, including the name, that's the reason I'm sitting here and you're sitting there. There's a lot to do with this. TIM is one of the greats in our region. No doubt about it. Alex Kane is one of the best in the world. He was on the PWI Top 500. Whew. Brother, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. God damn, my shoulder
I'm,
is killing me.
I say this is a toss up because these are two incredible talents. I agree with Mr. Jackson. This is a toss up.
Mhm.
This could go either way. Both of these competitors can go and push each other to the limit and just bring it at their all. It's just going to see who's going to outlast the other at this point. And with the stamina, the speed, the just the power that these two have, it could go either way. You have the innovative and just I can't even say high flying because versatile. Let's say that innovative, versatile style of TIM, the Infinite Man, who no matter what you put against him, he always finds some kind of way to try to pull something off and take a win here. He has retained several titles. Um, and most of his matches has always been, as he says, a banger. And then you have the aggressive tenacity of Kane, the suplex assassin, just a powerhouse that can move. That's scary. That's
Mhm.
scary. And they're both kind of beefy boys, but they both can move and go. They both have that speed. It's gonna be it's gonna be a good matchup. I hmm. I don't know. That's a hard pick. But if I had to say for one to walk away, the winner, it would probably be Tim.
That's scary.
Right?
You playing some videos in the back?
Nope. No, I'm trying to go do something.
All right, that's gonna be a fun matchup. And then the
I,
one
I
that
took care of that comment that shouldn't be up there. I went through
oh,
I
good.
went onto your page. You need to go delete it because it's on yours. But we will get that guy. We'll get with him and talk with him or whatever, figure something out.
No, I would love
However,
to have him on. I worked with him before. I worked him at FWE.
that that's not
Scary talent, but
that's not the point. That's not how business is done. This is a business, right? So we have to conduct things. What's the first word?
professional. I get it.
It
I'm picking
is.
up where you're laying.
So we have to be professional, and we also have to keep the people that are interacting with us on that level too.
True. Well, back to the prediction here. Back to Mr. Jackson and his prediction. Will Tim be able to handle the speed along with the size? I'm not sure. Hey, Tim's pretty speedy himself. He's pretty innovative himself. But once Alex gets a hold on him, he's going to bring the pain. It's not going to be an easy fight. Ron, your take on that?
Look, I said it before. I'll say it again. TIM's one of the greats in the area. Alex Kane's one of the greats in the world. I I would hate to make a pick and be wrong when it came to either one of them.
True. Very true.
You chose Tim.
Yeah.
I'll take Alex. I'll take Beaumain.
All right.
I'll go with Alex Kane.
Shame we couldn't have Jay here. We're having some technical difficulties trying to get him on. He looked like he was in the backstage briefly, and then he just told me he's back to trying to get his way home. So I hope he gets home safely. No big
Yeah.
deal. But I'm glad we still managed to get this out here and get this show going. Oliver Sawyer, Bobby Fish, dude, man. Can Jay book him or can Jay book him? Speaking of Jay, great card. Let me tell you.
All right. Oliver Sawyer is a competitor, a good competitor at that. I have
Mhm.
zero problem admitting this. Bobby Fish will fight and hurt you. He will wrestle you. He will grapple you. He will kickbox you. He will box you. He will do all of these things without an issue. Do you know why? Because he can. He's been trained in all of it. Now, here's where I draw the line.
Mhm.
I don't believe that Oliver Sawyer is mean enough to attack Bobby's true weakness. And in which case, that will result in Bobby Fish winning this match.
I've seen Oliver Sawyer. I've seen him, the pure dragon. Here, ready to prove a point. If you've seen his promo, he calls himself probably one of the best technical wrestlers here in the Carolinas, and he's here to make a statement. To get a win over Bobby Fish was cement that for him. This is a litmus test. This is just a test going up against Bobby Fish. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be who's going to out technical the other. It's almost going up and going up against another teacher or a master of the sport and testing yourself to push yourself to the limit. Does Oliver Sawyer to push it to the limit against Bobby Fish?
So, once again, I understand Oliver Sawyer is a fantastic competitor. He can claim to be one of the best technical wrestlers in the Carolinas. Bobby Fish is one of the best fighters who's a wrestler in the world. Pull this poster down, please. Bobby Fish can be called a lot of things. People have called him injury prone. The guy's not a spring chicken, as they say, and he's been around the fight game for a long time. My point is this: Oliver Sawyer, as technical as he is, I
Mhm.
don't think he has that mean streak in him enough to attack Bobby on the levels where Bobby's been injured to actually make him vulnerable enough to lose this match to Oliver Sawyer.
Gonna have to disagree on that. Gonna have to disagree.
You can disagree all you want. I'm telling you what I know. Bobby Fish, 10 years ago, Bobby Fish could have walked into the UFC and stood up. Bobby Fish could have stood tall in the UFC 10 years ago.
I think that's what gives Oliver a chance here. I mean,
What?
younger, faster, but I give you Bobby Fish has the experience, and I give you that. I give you that.
Bobby Fish is violent by nature.
I've seen it.
Bobby Fish is violent by nature. I don't need anything other than that. All right. I'm one of those people who believes that Bobby Fish would have been a real run at it for, that upper echelon character, kind of like a certain guy with a dragon moniker. I believe if Bobby wasn't constantly injured like he was for whatever reasons that had happened, I say no. because Bobby's that guy. It's
Okay.
simple, man. Hold on.
Simple math.
I'm gonna answer this. Look right here. You saying
Okay.
Sawyer will find his weakness? Bobby's been injured several times in the last several years. It's predominantly his knees. What I'm telling you is this. I am telling you that I don't think that Oliver Sawyer is going to be able to get close enough to Bobby Fish to get that part. I think Bobby Fish is going to hurt that boy the moment he get close. That's just me. I'm telling you what I know. 10 years ago, Bobby Fish could have been in MMA and stood up, no problem.
It's going to be counter versus counter here in the beginning. I guarantee it. Because these guys are going to be looking to feel each other out. They're going to be pushing each other to the limit. It's going to be who's going to one up each other here. And I'm excited for this one, man.
Counter for counter, maybe. Here's the problem. We're going to find out if Oliver Sawyer, we're going to find out what kind of jaw he's got in this matchup. Bobby Fish can knock you unconscious. You ain't got to worry about him choking you out. You don't have to worry about him ripping ligaments and tearing joints and tendons and all that shit. No. You talk about counter for counter, Bobby Fish can lay you on your ass unconscious. You will skip counting sheep and be straight asleep. Okay? That is
so we're bringing
Bobby
out the
Fish.
pillow and the NyQuil. It's about to be night time.
Don't need no NyQuil. He is your melatonin. Done.
Buenos nachos. It's over.
You pick it
All
up.
right, last matchup, and I'm excited for this one because I'm going to be involved in this one. Let's talk about talent. Let's talk about Gabriel Kai. All right. First show, this kid had the guts to go one-on-one with the dreadlock demolition machine himself, Bojack. And he pushed that man to his limit. I saw something special since I met this kid. He has the charisma. He has a look. But he's still kind of finding himself here. Did talk to him. Managed to talk to him here. Briefly, I actually have that video phone call here. See if I could play that. If I'm able to here. But no, I saw something special in him. And the fact that he was able to push Bojack to something, just little mistakes here, was not able to walk away with the W here.
Video phone call.
Yeah. I was able to get a little Skypey scap. Let's see. Silent Prince here. In the meantime, let me go handle that. You give me your thoughts on Gabriel Kai and Isaiah Prince. I'll let you do that. Be right back.
Here's the thing. With David being in the corner of Gabriel Kai, that definitely changes the dynamic of the match. Because David may be, quasi the Diet Coke of nice in here. In the ring, I'm sure he's not. He is a crafty guy. Don't let the shades fool you. He's about that life. He's about that money. So, Gabriel Kai may need somebody to bring that mean streak out of him. Very well could be David Estacado. What in tarnation? So that's gonna be an interesting matchup. Considering Gabriel's got somebody in his corner, I'm gonna have to go with Gabriel Kai. But yeah, they're trying to develop this match. You believe me? What you believe me about? What you believe me about? I gotta know. I don't think. Hey man,
Hey,
listen. I need to tell you something. So
I heard you. Trying to get him in good graces. I appreciate it.
Try to get in your good gracious. Bitch, your contract is up. What are you talking about?
My
Listen,
contract is up. Okay.
listen. I'm
What's
gonna
up?
help you out for future reference. The video call thing,
Hmm?
to make life easier. You look at, hey, sorry, a little behind the scenes for folks right now. You see the bottom bar where it says invite, leave studio, and all that shit. It's got the
Mhm.
thing that says present. It's not present. It's not a gift.
You're
You hit,
funny. You're a funny guy. Look
you
at this
click
guy. I
that
like this
button.
guy. He's funny.
You click that button and then you add the video file. So the easy way to do it is send the video file to your computer, download it to your computer from Messenger. Then you hit the clicky and then hit the play button, and then off to the races we go, and we get to go home.
That's what I was doing. That's
No,
what I
it
was doing.
wasn't.
Yes, it
No, it
was.
wasn't. Do you
Why
want to
you
know
tell
how
me
I know
what I
you're
was
full of
doing?
shit? Do you want
Don't
me to
tell
tell
me
you how
what
I
I
know?
was doing.
Do you want me to tell you how I know you're full of shit?
Why? Because
Because you signed in on your phone and added your phone to the show. That's
Yes,
how I know
I
you're full
know.
of
I
shit.
know what I was doing.
No, that's not what you're doing. That's the broke way to do this. That's not okay. That doesn't load the video call. Herpa derp.
Well, I have
You
it on
got
file. Either way, I talked with Gabe. I sent out the promo. It wasn't even a promo. It was just us discussing things because he wasn't.
Okay.
He felt like he didn't need a manager. I'm like, all right, don't think of me being a manager. Think of me more of as a branding consultant or image consultant. Better someone in his corner to help him with the business.
Well,
Let me handle the stuff outside the ring. I handle this business outside the ring. He can handle the business in the ring. I don't want him distracted by the fans or anything else. I want his mission and his intent to be on his opponent this weekend.
so here's the thing. Gabriel Kai, yeah, he's a younger cat in the game. He's new to the game. But the dude is a solid worker. He's got the moves.
Mm-hmm.
You helping him, yes, I can see it. No doubt about it. I just hope that the guy is willing to accept advice and move
Well,
forward.
we
Because
talked
that's a
about
problem. That's a
we
problem
talked
with the
about it.
younger generation. It's a problem with the youngsters. Okay. And listen, I got, me, I got two little ones in here that I have to talk to all the time. It's like negotiating with fucking terrorists in my house. Listen. What I'm saying to you is this: the younger ones, they like to talk back. Okay.
We had a discussion. I know he was frustrated. He's like, who I don't need a manager. Like, no, you're right. But that's how to convince him that if he can, let me put it this way. He is a work of art waiting to be revealed. I saw something in that kid in that matchup against Bojack. I saw him at AEW. IAW. I am but the chisel that's going to bring out the masterpiece that is the Killer Kai.
Okay. I got to thinking about something earlier. And it has to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you talk about that kaiju battle?
Yeah.
And Gabriel Kai's name, Kai. So I was like, you see what I'm
I
you
see.
picking up
What you did there. I'm picking up what you did there.
All right, so because I have to be producer as well as kind of second fiddle tonight. Here, I got your video. You ready?
Yeah.
Like
I
this
sent it to
kid.
you.
This
There
cat.
we go.
This cat shows potential. And speaking of him, there he is now, Gabriel Kai. Buddy, pal, amigo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm trying to look decent. I just showered. Hello.
Our meeting was like it was going to be like in less than, it was like 5 minutes ago.
So is my bedtime. How may I help you, sir?
Well, first things first, I want to say thank you for reaching out to Cadejo Consulting. I know that Jay reached out to you. Just want to follow up with you over our last meeting.
How'd you feel about your last matchup and UPW?
Oh, you know, I wanted Bojack for a long time. I was very close, but I miscalculated a bit, and I had to get help to the back.
I gotta admit, I saw something special, Gabe. Look, you put on a hell of a matchup. You put Bojack and pushed him to his limit. And you were
Yeah,
right. You were so close. So close. I think we need to fine tune and redo the math here. Just think, hear me out. I think what you need is a little help, a little fine tuning, sharpening your tool set here. And I think I'd be the perfect addition. Let me manage you. What do you think about that? I can
I
help you out there.
I don't really need a manager. I literally handed him a beating on my own. Why would I need someone off to the side just standing in my life for what?
Don't think of me standing in your lights. Think of me more as a branding consultant, an image consultant. Let me handle the business on the outside. All right. Call this asset acquisition. All right. I'll handle the business side of things. I'll handle you getting your matches and everything else. You handle the business in ring.
You
All
gonna
right.
give me Mr. Bojack?
I'll have my people. Let's see what we can do.
That was a yes or no question. Are you gonna help me get a match with Bojack for the title?
I think I can work something out. I think I can. And you know what? I will, because that's what you want. Let's get
It's what
rid
I
of. Let's
deserve.
take care of business. I'll take care of business. How about that?
I sure hope so.
Look, I'm in the business of making business, Gabriel. Your business is my business. I know you want Bojack, but let's handle the match coming up now, right? Let's refine some things. Let's fine tune some things. Let's work on it. And I can guarantee you, let me be the chisel that'll break away the stone, break away all that, and I can show the fans, show UPW what I see. The masterpiece that is Killer Kai.
All right, why not? I'll give you a shot this Saturday, but you cross me one time, it's your head.
Gabe, you don't have to worry about me. Everybody else heads are gonna be rolling when I'm done with you. I guarantee it. Satisfaction guaranteed. I spare no expense, Gabe.
All right, if you say so.
You think I could get my a tax rebate or a tax refund for that meeting? I think I can. That's tax refundable, right? Can't hear you.
Yeah, here's the thing. Uh, I can. It depends on where you made this. Were you?
Hey man, I have to pay a monthly fee for this thing. You
You
know,
have to pay a
the
monthly
phone
fee for what
calls,
thing?
the internet,
Oh
the
well, yeah.
travel,
Okay, so you have a. So
the
listen. Yes, if you have the internet, then yeah, you can write off the internet. You can write off, your electric bill, part of your rent because it's an office, and so on and so forth. Um, you can write all that stuff off. I actually get to write off, the program we're using for the podcast and everything. Um, you get to write off all your expenses involved. If you had a given him a cigar, you could have written that off.
I'm
I,
more of a drink guy, but yeah, I
well,
actually have
I
my own
look.
custom cigars coming out soon. Be on the lookout for that. You're
I
going to be the
would have.
first one to get one, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I will gladly smoke the shit out of it. Um,
But there, that was the meeting. We had another meeting previously, but I figured, you know what, just give him a phone call. Let's finalize some things.
all right. Well, man, listen. The card looks stacked for this Saturday.
It's
It's gonna be.
fantastic.
It's gonna be awesome. Um, I have had the business night from hell tonight. It's been
You know what? Let me say thank you for taking your
yes,
time for doing the indie spotlight. We really need to remove the Thursday on there, but just the
it's
indie
okay. No,
spotlight in general,
just
just
leave it
kind
there.
of for UPW
Yeah,
because this show is going to be fantastic. The matches are high caliber, high quality, main event potential for every single one of these.
right. Uh, what people don't, or people. Some people realize, some people don't. This is a business. We're in the business of you
Business.
know
That's my line.
make making money. We're in a business of trying to get things done. So tonight, because of the direction we've taken this show, right? It's always the fun part. Because of the direction we've taken this show, number one, I'm sitting here having to do research on all the talent that is involved with this show. Then there's all the talent reaching out to me about other shows. Then there's tomorrow's show. And then
Hmm.
there's Thursday's show. Now
Hmm.
we also have the 11th as well as the 12th of
Hmm.
next week. And I'm working Friday the 13th.
Fun, spooky fun.
Oh yeah, Friday the 13th is gonna be a blast. October is broken. Okay.
It is. Do you have everything ready for tomorrow? Do you have something so we can show for tomorrow?
Give me 1 minute.
All right.
Actually, it's gonna be more than 1 minute. I may as well tell you. It's
All right.
gonna
Well, that being said, I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, if you loved what you saw here tonight, if you're excited for any matchups, leave comments here, like, share, subscribe, depending on what socials you're watching us from. But more than ever, support indie wrestling. Come out to the show, Raleigh, North Carolina, this weekend. You don't want to miss out on an amazing show. Second part of UPW in Raleigh, part two. And as you saw, this show's elevated and it's going to be even more elevated by the end of this. You're going to be there. One last surprise, one last little appetizers, as I like. Speaking of appetizers, I will be hosting the pre-show at the event on Saturday. So come hang out, come have some drinks with us, chill with us. We'll be live having some
drinks.
interviews.
There's gonna be drinks there.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have my boubelet.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, come hang out. We're gonna have pre-show. We're gonna have some interviews, have some of the talent on, gets their thoughts about the matchups for the day ahead here for that. And well, it's gonna be a good time. Good
Well,
times.
we also have something to announce for tomorrow night. If you give me just uno momento por favor, I will throw that up there for you. I mean, it's kind of a neat little
Pour flavor,
yeah, por favor.
flavor,
Yeah, per favor. Yeah.
flavor.
Tomorrow night.
Oh, I know that guy.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, then tell everybody about this for tomorrow night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Titan Championship Wrestling, the man himself, Billy, will be on here with us. He is the owner and promoter for Titan Championship Wrestling, and he's gonna, talk to us, tell him a little bit about history, talk about Titan Championship Wrestling and the umbrella that is Titan Championship Wrestling. He's working with 4 other promotions under the Titan brand name, and as he likes to say, he is Titan proud, Titan strong. This is the guy who collabed along with Kevin Nasta with the Andre the Giant celebration a couple months back, and it could be good times. I can't wait to pick his brain here, have him on. It's an honor to have him on. We'll see. We'll see. He likes those hard hitting questions, so there's a little controversy. But there's also a great story, so that's what we're going for tomorrow with Billy. Don't miss out on that.
Most definitely. All right, man. Well, that's been it.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you, WrestleNet, for joining us this evening for this awesome look in Indie Spotlight for UPW United Pro Wrestling. We'll see you Saturday, Raleigh.
Y'all have a good one.
Deuces, buenos nachos. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you tomorrow night, actually.
That's what I meant. Next time. It's tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow
ruined
night.
Yeah, mañana.
There's tomorrow night, then there's Thursday night.
Yeah.
So stacked. Stack.
We
Anyway,
stay busy. That's what it is.
good night, y'all. Drive home safe.